After a brutal massacre of Uyghur people in Xinjiang, Chinese government is not slowing its pace of abusing Uyghurs in China. So we are here to urge, first of all, Chinese authorities, time is running out. You can't go on like this. The only danger what we are facing today is that if this goes on without any investigation, then more massacres could come in the future. So we are also here to urge the US administration, especially President Obama, to speak up about the plight of Uyghurs in Xinjiang and other places. So far he has been silent, and he can't be silent long enough because of the abuses that's taking place there. In less than 2-3 weeks' time, Chinese officials are going to be in Washington to talk with US officials about human rights in China. It's called US-China Human Rights Dialogue. We urge US officials, especially Assistant Secretary Posner, who is going to lead the delegation, to ensure that this particular issue of massacre of Uyghurs 3 years ago is one of their main items that they discuss with the Chinese authorities. So we hope it will be raised. We hope justice will be done. So in closing, I would like to thank you all for inviting me to speak here. Amnesty International is extremely pleased that we can be part of the struggle that you are in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar. Thank you very much for coming to support our rally and express the view of Amnesty International. Amnesty International has been supporting the Uyghurs for a very long time, has issued a number of reports uncovering the brutalities and atrocities of the Chinese government over the past decade. It's them that opened the eyes of the world to the Uyghur issue, and they played a major role in securing the release of Mr. Abir Kadir from Chinese prison. And next, I would like to invite Enghubatu Tugachuk. He is the director of the Southern Mongolian Human Rights Information Center based in New York. And as we know, the Mongols are as badly oppressed as we are by the Chinese government. Thank you very much for coming to our rally from New York.
Thank you.
Kendisiyle söz kılmayı dikkat kılın.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Enkibat Tabakchok. I'm from Southern Mongolia, another nation occupied by the Chinese Communist Party. 1,000 years ago, the Mongols and Uyghurs shared the same homeland and spoke the same language. And 800 years ago, we worked together to build the largest empire in human history. And we connected the West and the East, and we created the Mongol peace, or known as Pax Mongolica. And 400 years ago, we worked together, we fought together against the Manchu expansion and defended our homeland. And a century ago, we fought side by side against the Chinese imperialism and fought for our national freedom and self-determination. And half a century ago, we Mongols and Tibetans and Uyghurs, we three nations, were forcefully annexed to the to China and suffered the ethnic cleansing, political persecution, religious oppression, cultural eradication, economic exploitation, and environmental destruction. We Mongols, Tibetans, Uyghurs, we three nations are like three brothers from the same family. We are like three birds from the same nest. China is like a giant snake.